Santa Fe CLIC Books. Western Region. Bulletin number 3. Car Location Inventory Control, or CLIC for short. San Bernardino Yards and Redlands Sub. Revised September 1991. This shows the San Bernardino Yard as it once was in 1991. Shows what the passenger cars were, shows all the different tracks. Today you go by there, it does not look as grand as this anymore. The station marks the end of the Pasadena Sub, beginning of the Cajon Sub. Also the San Bernardino Sub came up and changed over to Cajon Sub also at the depot. Redlands Sub comes down here. This was ice deck siding. Now this right here is where Aero services and maintains the Aero light rail cars. These tracks went up here. It was Cajon Sub going up to Cajon Pass. Next page is, oh, look at it. 637 was a stockyard. Gotta check that out. Here's 637. There it is. 637's up here right below where it says B Yard. This is a second sub here. Down here would be the shortway for the Union Pacific. And then tracks going to the left, this is San Bernardino Sub going into Colton. Today, this is auto rack unloading facility. Oops. Rail yard roundhouse. This is the Mount Vernon Bridge. They call this area the roundhouse. Try and be ginger with these documents. Ice products, rip lead, wrecker spur, Cajon Sub, San Bernardino. So this is around the curve. The yard was there. This is parallel to the 215 freeway now, formerly the 395. Focus is playing with me. Cargill tracks. Ono team track. Color tile. Okay, Verdamont. Cargill. Here's Devore here. This track is gone today. This spur over here was Culligan. It's more of a modern, more schematic looking map than the old style maps. So you can tell this map was updated. Here's Redlands Sub. Lumber Yard's gone, United Paper Stock's gone, Vacant's gone, Home Lumber Company's gone. It shows the Cajon Sub. Shows a straight line for the Redlands Sub in 91. There were businesses at G Street originally, at E Street, and coming down here was the Southern Pacific Electric Yard down there. Continuing, Redlands Sub, Scott Paper, vacant Haley Brothers, Rockwell. Okay, trivia, folks. 318 was Rockwell. Anybody know what Rockwell was doing here? Rockwell had 3 tracks there. They had another track there, another track here behind the building. This is 12-foot fence with razor wire across the top. Big no trespassing signs. They didn't want anyone in there. The building was armored. When I say armored, it was made to withstand a major bomb blast. I don't know if it was nuclear proof, but it was pretty darn close. I had an opportunity to visit it when it was still a U.S. Air Force installation. Everyone hear of the MX missile trains? That's where they used to park them in San Bernardino. Here we have a couple businesses. This one here makes targets. This one is in the asphalt business for roofing. All these spurs are disconnected. Down here, the passing track is not at this like this anymore. There's a passing track, but it's for the Aero light rail. Tracks continue. The spur is disconnected from the main line, but this served a pellet facility for making plastics. This track continues toward Redlands. All the Aero branch is light rail now up to Waterman Avenue, where the Rockwell Yard is now Greenbrier, and they make wheel sets there. Then you have the Target Company and then the roofing company. After that, no currently freight business to the east, but BNSF has the rights to go all the way to downtown Redlands for future business. Here's a track. This yard still exists. It's disconnected from the main line, but it's still in place. I don't know what they plan on doing with it. This was a packing house right next to the tracks. Then coming into Wabash, this road turns and goes up like that, but it shows it in a straight line. There's Mentone Road, tracks coming to an end. And here's the businesses they served. Then we're coming here. This is going in the other direction. We're no longer on the Redlands Sub. This is on the San Bernardino Sub going south from the B Yard. It shows Miller Beer, not Miller Beer, Miller Honey. Here's the second sub, Union Pacific. Goes to the B Yard. Various businesses that are mostly null and void today. Continuing to Colton, going south. There's the SP. This is more like this. On the railroad, everything's a straight line. This is where UP would go into the SP. No, wait. That's over here. This is the original transfer track from Santa Fe to Southern Pacific. It's now a different configuration. And this is on the Pasadena Sub, going west toward Fontana, stopping in Rialto. Here's the B Yard. Coming down Pepper Avenue. Shows multiple businesses. Toys R Us isn't there anymore, but the Spurs still goes in. Most of these are out of service. And that's the end of this one.